areas that are included within this. So this is going to be right along 29. You can see that Leon, see that area where there's that pink and that red. That's where the heaviest rains are falling and likely where we're seeing the potential for the tornadic activity to be within this storm. If you're just joining us, we are under a tornado warning in the Culpeper area. Here are the areas included. If you are around Hoover Road along Route 29, if you're also in areas such as, this looks like Hudson Mill Road, Mountain Run Lake Road, Norman Road, Cherry Hill Road, around Cordova, all these areas, Griffithsburg along 522, Riva, you're all included within this tornado warning that has been issued for the Culpeper area. So let's talk about what you should be doing. You need to get to the most interior part of your home, and you want to get into the lowest part of your home. If you've got a basement, I would go there into those areas that I mentioned if you were included in that. Just in the Culpeper area, Leon, this area in particular I'm concerned about. This is where I'm seeing the heaviest rain and likely where we're seeing that rotation indicated within the storm. So get to the most interior part of your home and the lowest part. If you've got a basement, that's a good place to be when this type of storm is going on. So do stay there until it's safe to come out. That warning is going to go until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just broadening the picture just a little bit to show all the areas. Here is the box right here, this red box. That's what's included within that tornado warning. You can see it's inside a severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued for the Culpeper area just moments ago. So this tornado, if it's actually one, this is radar indicated at this point. We don't have ground truth, but it will be packing some really strong winds and can cause a lot of damage. So do get to the most interior part of your home. In addition to that, we also have the potential for some hail included within this, and also we have some heavy rain. So I'm going to step away for just a moment. I want to zoom into where we're seeing this tornado warning, and I want to get to those neighborhoods to get you the most accurate information. I want to call out some street names so that you know where to go if you're included. You got friends and family in that area, send them a text, alert them that there is a tornado warning in that particular area. So let's zoom in just a little bit more now. Zooming into the Culpeper area within this red box, that's what's included in this tornado warning. The area I'm most interested in is right here where we're starting to see these heavy rains. We're going in just a little bit more now. I can see it's along the Norman area. Also, Catalpa is included within this. Eldorado is included within this. Norman, all these areas included within this tornado warning. Likely some hail just off of Hoover Road. So some more spots to be alert of. Hudson Mill Road, Norman Road, looks like Mountain Run Lake Road. Hudson Mill Road, you are in the thick of this tornado warning. I want you to get to the most interior part of your home and stay there until it's safe to come out. This is going to go until about 1 o'clock, and sometimes they let them expire early, but just get down there so that you can be safe. Let's get into that neighborhood a little bit more. So with a tornado warning, low and think interior. That's where you're going to be. I can see with this pink color right here, there's probably some hail included within this as well. I'm going to zoom into some more neighborhoods around the region. Norman Road, Cherry Hill Road, Griffithsburg, you need to start getting in place because we do have this tornado warning in place and you are included within this. So we're watching where this storm is going to be going next. I can also see areas such as Cordova. I know the rain is light for you right now, but you should start getting into place because you are included within the warning. If you're included within this warning, even if you're not hearing the winds whipping around, even if you're not getting the heavy rain, you still want to get into place because what a warning means is that that tornado is happening now or it's going to be happening in your neighborhood pretty soon. Riva Road and Hudson Mill Road, all the people along there just off of 29, Norman Road, you should be in your interior place right now. Take the phone with you if you can. Just keep the TV turned up if you need to listen so that you can hear when it's safe to come out. Griffithsburg Road along 522, Norman, Cherry Hill Road, all these areas are included within the warning. Autumn Springs Road, Eldorado. If you are just joining us on WSA 9 right now, I'm Mary Marshall in the WSA 9 Severe Weather Center, and we are tracking a tornado warning that is happening in the Culpeper area. This is going to go on until about 1 o'clock or so today. I'm going to step back over here just to give you guys an idea of what's happening. We knew that severe thunderstorms would be rolling through the area, and now they have made their way in. It's all a part of a strong cold front. They're packing the potential for heavy rain. We've already seen severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings, which is why we are on the air right now. If you have friends and family in in the Culpeper area, do let them know that there is a tornado warning in their neighborhood and that they should be getting into safer places. So here's what's happening right now. We'll see that line of showers and storms coming through. It's packing quite the punch. We have severe storms, potentially tornadic storms included within this, which is why that warning was issued. So you can see they extend all the way to the south. And now here's the area that I'm concerned about. This is going to be on Hudson Mill Road, Riva Road. These spots is where we can potentially see that rotation of the radar indicated tornado. So these areas, you should be in your safe place for tornado at this point. You should be hearing heavy rain. There's likely some hail and some strong gusty winds. This is going to be near the Culpeper area along 29. You can see that's one of the major roads that carries through there. And also it looks like Mountain Mill Road also included in that area as well. So along Leon, you've seen some of that heavy rain pass near you, and now it's moving its way further into Culpeper. So we're just going to open this up just a little bit more just to show you parts of Culpeper included within this tornado warning. And then even if you're not in the tornado warning, around there we still have a severe thunderstorm warning for winds that could gust upwards of 58 miles per hour. And we could also see some small hail included within these storms as well. So here's my area of concern. It's right between 29 and 522 near the Culpeper area. That's where we have a tornado warning. I'm just going to go back into the spots that we had some concern about. It was right around the Hudson Mill Road area. Right here is where we have the strongest storm activity going on. So if you're along the Riva Road area, Hudson Mill Road, I know you keep hearing me say that. I want to make sure everybody in that area hears you need to get into your safe place right now. This tornado warning will go on until 1 o'clock this afternoon. So that is a bit of time because the National Weather Service is watching this area very carefully, and you don't want to take this lightly at all. So if you're just joining us, we're on air because a tornado warning has been issued for the Culpeper area, and this warning will go until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see everywhere in this red box right here is included within that warning. Here's Culpeper. You can see that very western edge of it included within the warning area. Here's where we're spotting the bulk of that storm activity, the strongest of it happening just to the southern edge of this, but we know that this is going to be moving up toward the north and the east. And so even if you're within Culpeper and you're getting the lighter rain right now, heavier rain and stronger storms are to follow. On top of that, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that was impacting the Orange area and the Culpeper area when this particular tornado warning was issued for the Culpeper area. So even if you're not within the warning area, you are still in the area where there is a severe thunderstorm that is happening right now. You could see wind gusts up to 58 miles per hour. You could even see some hail included within these storms. So you do want to be careful of that. I'm going to pop away and just get to the radar right now because we're getting some movement here, and I want to stay on top of what is going on. If you're just joining us, tornado warning for the Culpeper area. A tornado warning means a tornado is either on the way or in your neighborhood, and you need to take cover right now. You need to get to the lowest, most interior part of your home. All right, let's move the radar around just a bit, talk about where we're seeing. So right around Norman Road and Hudson Mill Road is where we are still seeing this tornado warning happen. And this is where some of the strongest of that storm activity is happening. It's going to be near the Cordova area. Catalpa, you're now getting in on some of the stronger and the heavier rain out of this. But I want to zoom back into this area where you see this pink box right here and this heavy red. This is the area that we're concerned about here. So this is going to be around Cherry Hill Road, Norman Road, also around Hudson Mill Road. These are the areas that are within the thick of this particular storm covered by the tornado warning. So even if you're not seeing it here, let's talk about where this next line of the heavier showers and storms included within this is going to be going next. I'm just going to put a little tracking on here just to see that it's already around the Norman area, showing that it'll be there within the next 3 minutes or so. Cherry Hill Road, watch out. You're also going to be getting some particular stronger storm activity be coming to you within the next few minutes. So we don't have a lot of time to get into place. The time to act is now. Again, we have a tornado warning that is impacting parts of the Culpeper area. In particular, this is going to be around, it looks like Route 522, around around Griffithsburg, Norman, Cherry Hill Road, Norman Road, Hudson Mill Road. Some of that, the heavy rain associated with this is beginning to push out of that area. And I'm going to move up here. We've now seen it quickly move into the Cordova area and around the Eggsbonsville Road. So we're seeing it there as well. And then it looks like Autumn Spring Road and also Eggsbonsville Road as well. So still all along that road is where we're starting to see some of the heavier rain and the winds make their way into that area. Tornado warning. I'm just going to open this up a little bit more and show you the areas that are included within this. So we knew that tornadoes were possible, and now we're getting a radar indicated tornado. So there's not proof that there's an actual one, but from the radar signature, what we know about how tornadoes operate and how we spot them on the radar, that signature has become apparent to the National Weather Service. And so they have issued this warning to make sure that everyone is safe. Here is where some of the strongest storm activity is going on. And even if you're not in this tornado warning, you see this yellow box? You are in a severe thunderstorm warning. That includes areas that's going to be Culpeper, all included within that severe thunderstorm warning. So we do want to take our precautions with that. That goes all the way into the Remington area, Stephenburg, all included within that in the Culpeper area. It's moving up to the north and the east. So if it's quiet by you now, you live around that area, Warrenton, if I were you, I would be looking out next for some of these stronger storms to work their way in. If you're just joining us, I do want to let you know that I'm Mary Marshall, the WSA9 Weather Center, tracking a tornado warning in the Culpeper area. I'm going to go in now and highlight some of the areas that I'm most concerned about that are picking up on some of the stronger portions of this particular storm. You see where we have this yellow and this pink color and this red color? That is where we're getting the strongest activity. It's right now on top of Norman. It's moved very quickly there, I should say, as I've been tracking this. Griffithsburg, Norman Road, you are in the thick of this right now. Get to the most interior part of your home. If you're along Alum Springs Road, if you're along El Dorado, Cordova, Eggsbonsville Road, looks like also the Hoffman Road area, State Mills Road, all these areas, you are within the thickest part of the storm where we have a tornado warning going on. When there is a tornado warning, we do advise that you get to the lowest, most interior part of your home and do try to cover yourself. Perhaps this will sound silly, but with a mattress, with a helmet, a motorcycle helmet. I know it sounds silly, but hear me out. Trying to prevent whatever is blowing around from hitting you in the head or on the body. So you put that there as a barrier. So here's where we're finding the strongest activity. This is where we have our tornado warning. I've highlighted this area because this is where I'm seeing the most activity and likely where we have some rotation going on that's concerning to the National Weather Service. They've seen a signature on radar and have issued this tornado warning to keep you all safe because it's possible that we do have a tornado here. Around the Norman area, you're likely also picking up on some hail here in addition to some strong winds and this potential tornado that's ripping through the area. So El Dorado, you are also seeing some of this, the Griffithsburg area, all these spots, Cordova, you are in the thick of this right now. Now we're seeing this move up a little bit more. This is fast moving actually. We're getting the latest tracking here and this is moving along pretty swiftly. Now El Dorado, excuse me, you are in the thick of this as well as the Norman area. We're starting to see this just move up toward the north and the east. Look on Alum Springs Road. I would get to my most interior part of my home there to stay safe from this particular, and also along Eggsbonsville Road. All of those areas, you need to be in your safety place right now. We have a tornado warning. A tornado warning means that a tornado is happening now or it will be happening soon in your area, and that is what I'm tracking. I'm going to pop over to the radar really quick once more. I want to zoom around, do a little investigating, find out where we're seeing the bulk of that rotation happening. But if you're just joining us, again, a tornado warning has been issued for the Culpeper area, and even if you're near Culpeper and you're not in the tornado warning, you are in a severe thunderstorm warning, something that should also prompt you to take action. With this particular severe thunderstorm warning, we're looking at small hail, but winds gusting upwards of 60 miles per hour. That is certainly enough to do some damage. So let's look around here a bit more just to show you where we're seeing the thick of this. So Eggsbonsville Road, right in this neighborhood. I'm going to zoom right into here because this is where we do have some concern with this tornado warning. You should be in your safe place right now. If you have a family or friend who lives in that particular area, do make sure you reach out to them to let them know that there is a tornado warning in that area. And then around the Homeland area, Monumental Mills area, Rixieville, all of those spots. You are included within this warning, and that is where actually the box has been narrowed. So Alum Springs Road, let me call those out again. Eggsbornville Road, El Dorado, Eggsbornville, Rixieville, Monumenta Mills, Homeland, Oakshade, Korea. It's lighter for you around those areas, but it's about to get a bit heavier. Get into your spot right now. You are in this tornado warning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, if you didn't hear those places called out for you, you're still under a severe thunderstorm warning. So here is Culpeper in relation to this. I can see that there's still some moderate to heavy showers around and some storms, but some of that heaviest of the rain has shifted a little bit further to the north around the El Dorado area and also around Cordova. Still, you're nearby. You are in the line of the storm because you're still underneath the severe thunderstorm warning. Now, let me open this up just a little bit more and just talk to everybody, let you know what's going on for the rest of the region, what's happening right now. We've got some strong to severe storms that are beginning to push their way into the area. So that is what we're seeing. And the key time for this to happen is between now and about 6 o'clock or so this afternoon. We're going to see the strongest storms happening around that time. And this is fast moving, so I'm just tracking it as it moves along and giving you guys the most up-to-date information to keep you and your families safe from this particular system. But we're going to continue to see this type of activity. This may not be the only tornado warning that we see around the region. Now, I also want to talk about what's happening in the metro right now as well. Here is the district. Here we can see that around Germantown and Rockville, there's some shower activity going on. Not too much lightning, but you are picking up on some rain. And then also right here along 95, I'll zoom in just south of Fairfax, we have some rain around the Lorton area near Dale City. So this is what's happening. Severe storms, potentially tornadic storms, are starting to move into the area. It had been a quiet morning, and now that has come to an end. We are in the thick of severe weather this afternoon. We knew it was coming. That's why we gave you guys the warning. So that's what we're seeing right now. Just backing up a little bit, we're starting to see more showers pop up. DC, you have been dry. That's not going to be the case in the next half an hour, even shorter than that. You're going to start to see some rain pushing into the area. And of course, this is the main line that we are worried about right here. Now, it looks like, I'm going to zoom in a bit more, that the National Weather Service has just dropped that tornado warning for Culpeper. I don't see the red box anymore. What I do still see is a severe thunderstorm warning. So let's go back into those areas right now. It looks like a severe thunderstorm warning still covering areas such as Culpeper, Griffithsburg, Norman Road, all included within that severe thunderstorm warning. Now, here is the area, Eggsbornville, El Dorado. It looks like this warning has now been dropped for your area in terms of tornado warning, but however, you're still dealing with some really nasty weather. This looks like hail right here falling in your area, along with some really intense heavy rain and some gusty winds as well. So it's not a tornado warning anymore, but you still want to go to the safest place of your house, certainly not near any windows, to keep you and your family safe. All right, I'm going to back up here just a little bit more and show some other areas. Here are the areas that are the thickest around the region. And I'm just going to go check once more, but I do believe that this tornado warning for Culpeper has now been dropped. We're going to still stay on air a few more minutes because I want to give everybody an idea of what's going to be happening. That may not be the only tornado warning that we see coming out of this system today. And this is where the cold air and the warmer air, they're colliding and they're not getting along. These air masses along with the front that's moving in our direction is helping to destabilize the atmosphere more. So yes, I don't see a tornado warning anymore for Culpeper. It looks like it has now been dropped, but we're still dealing with a severe thunderstorm warning. So let's talk about all the areas included in that. Warrenton, you're just on the cusp of that severe thunderstorm warning. If I were you, I'd be getting ready for those stronger storms to start working their way in, because this is on its way to you. Let me do some storm tracking really quickly here. Even though this tornado warning has expired, we're going to stay on air just a few more moments. If we can get that update that this tornado warning has been canceled, but we still have a severe thunderstorm warning happening in the Culpeper area. Now, here are the heaviest batches of this. Let me just go ahead and put some tracking on this and tell you where it's going to be heading next. So if I put some storm tracking on it, it looks like it could be in the Warrenton area. That's why I said, Warrenton, you are next in line about 1:13 p.m. around around the Oakshade area by about 12:55. If you're around Rixieville School by 12:52. If you're around Monumental Mills, about 12:52. Fauquier Hospital around 1:12 is when you could see the brunt of this stronger storm moving in. Now, this particular storm, even though the tornado warning, has been dropped on this, has been known to produce wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour in parts of this storm, and also some small pea-size hail as well. So here is a tracking on it and where it's going to be heading next. But you can see numerous showers and storms around the region. They're packing that heavy rain, all associated with the low pressure and the cold front that is pushing toward our area. They're moving pretty swiftly. It looks like we just actually got a new severe thunderstorm warning to pop up. I just saw a new yellow box pop up. I'm guessing this is going to now include areas such as Warrenton. I told you guys, get ready. It's coming. So let's check out where this new severe thunderstorm warning is right now. Let's take a look at that. A new one has just popped up in the area. So we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning that has worked its way in. Let's see where it is. This is going to be for Manassas, for Linton Hall, Virginia, for Buck Hall, Virginia, until 1:30 in the afternoon. So let's go over to those areas and track what's happening. So we're going to go out a little bit. And we're going to go back to our regularly scheduled programming on television, but you can continue to follow us on digital as I track a few of these severe storms that are working their way across the area. So here's what we got right now. A new storm, severe thunderstorm warning has popped up. It includes the Manassas area. Haymarket, it's quiet for you right now, but it's not going to stay that way. Here's the storm coming out of Culpeper. That same one is now moving toward you. So these are the next spots in line for the severe thunderstorm warning to work its way into the area. You're going to be hearing a lot of this afternoon. You're going to hear a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. You may hear another tornado warning. It may be radar indicated, but we do have to give that warning to make sure that you are safe. If we see the signature for tornado warning, the National Weather Service is going to issue that to keep everyone safe. All right, so let's talk about who's next in line here. If you're around the Upperville area, Aldi, you're not included in this. But this storm is nasty, and it's coming your way. Even if it's not at severe criteria, it's going to pack quite the punch. I would get ready for it. If you have outdoor plans, you can go ahead and maybe try to bring those inside. And also around Chantilly, Fairfax, Manassas, Haymarket, Warrenton, this stronger storm is going to be heading your way momentarily. So we're under that severe thunderstorm warning. It includes areas such as Warrenton. It includes Manassas. Looks like now Chantilly just got added into it along with Fairfax. It's not there yet. You may be saying, hey, Mary, I'm looking outside. I just see some clouds. That's what you see now. Within the next half an hour, that is going to change. And this nasty storm that was over the Culpeper area that sparked severe thunderstorm warnings, that sparked a tornado warning, is now going to be coming to your front door. So get ready for it. If you are outside now, you got family and friends who are outside, just tell them, hey, come on inside because it's about to storm around here, and these storms are going to be quite strong. And also, when you've got storms that are this close to you, you're still within the lightning striking distance. So even if it's not Warrenton, if it's not quite at your doorstep, you're close enough that you have to be concerned. If you hear the thunder, even if you don't see the lightning, you could get struck. You want to start just wrapping things up so that you're not scrambling when those storms are on the way. So the very latest information that we have right now, severe thunderstorm warning that will cover areas such as Warrenton. It will cover Haymarket, Manassas. It'll cover Upperville. This is going to go until about 1:30 or so in the afternoon and evening. We had a tornado warning for the Culpeper area. It has been dropped, but we still continue to see severe thunderstorms move through that particular area. Here's where we're seeing them right now. They're just south of Warrenton. They're going to be in the Warrenton area momentarily, and we can also see some heavy rain starting to pop up around Fairfax. We can see that also around 29. So things are starting to get rather busy around here. We knew that was going to happen between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. is the key time to pick up on some of these stronger to severe storms, and they are beginning to march their way into the region. So we're just going to do one final recap of what's happening and what's going to be happening in the next few hours. Again, severe thunderstorms are starting to make their way into the D.C. metro area. We had a tornado warning for the Culpeper area. It has since been dropped, and so now we are dealing with still severe thunderstorms that can be quite strong. So severe storms working their way through the area. Here's where some of the heaviest rain within those storms is contained. You can see that around the Monumental Mills area, around Korea, around Amisville, around Viewpoint Town Road, around Calvin Road and around Palmer's Crossing. That's where some of the heaviest rain is. But here's where it's heading next. We're going to see that pushing into areas such as Chantilly and Fairfax and the Warrenton areas as well. So that is what we have in terms of severe thunderstorms working their way into the area. And we're going to keep this going on our digital channels. And I actually just got some company here. Michaela Lucero and Caitlin McGrath just walked in to help out with the severe storms that are going to be pushing through the area. So I'm going to do a little bit of tracking here just to show you guys where this is going to be heading next, because it may be quiet in your neighborhoods, but it's not going to stay that way. So if you are on our digital platforms, we do thank you for joining us, and we're going to continue our coverage here where you can always get the very latest information on what's happening around the region. So let's do some tracking just to get you caught up. We've got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings now. Those areas do include the Warrenton area, Manassas, Fairfax, all included within that. And here are some areas where it's going to be heading next. Warrenton, we were telling you to get ready because they're going to be at your front door very, very soon. So here's what I'm looking at. Around Warrenton, I would say a little sooner than 105. The tracking might be a bit slow there. I think before 105, that storm's going to be in your neighborhood. Haymarket around 121, Manassas right around 130. I could see that happening maybe a smidge sooner. Fairfax around 147, between maybe 130 and 147. We'll see this storm that's right here that's produced a severe thunderstorm moving into your area. These severe thunderstorms can pack wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour. They may pack some small hail and some really heavy rain. All of this red that you see right here, that is the heavy rain that is falling around the area. So we are looking at that, multiple hazards out there. When we have this kind of weather, you can have trees get knocked down, your power could go out. Hopefully you've charged up your devices. We've been warning about these storms coming all along, so hopefully you have that in place. If you are outside, you got kids running around, just bring them in now. Don't wait for the storms to get there. Just go ahead, bring them in now. Everybody's already in place when the storms come. Everybody is safe. Also, lightning can strike from far away. On average, a thunderstorm could strike anywhere from 10 to 15 miles away from the parent storm, in some cases upwards of 25 miles away. This is why I always tell people, if you can hear thunder, you need to get inside. You are within striking range, and we certainly can see that happening. In fact, once these storms pass your area, wait at least 30 minutes before you go back outside, just to be sure there's enough distance between you and that thunderstorm so that you don't get struck by lightning. So we'll continue to track what's happening around the region today. So here's the big picture here. Storms from Winchester all the way down to the Richmond area, advancing toward the east, even starting to see some rain pop up in areas such as Montgomery County. It's going to be pushing into D.C. This is what we're going to be dealing with. So, in fact, just outside of Fairfax now, moving into the district, we do have some showers and some heavy rain pushing in there. Then around Germantown, we've got some moderate to heavy rain. As you head toward Mount Airy, there's some heavy rain falling there as well. This is what's going to be happening. You may hear the word severe thunderstorm warning. I anticipate numerous of them to be issued today, and we could possibly see another tornado warning get issued. While the chance is small, it is there. We've already had one. We could see more of them happening. Let me walk you through what's going to be happening in the next few hours. We've already told you about those warnings right now. Here's a look at Culpeper right now, just really getting the brunt of the storm with some really heavy rain falling. And then we also have those warnings that extend into the Manassas area. Showers and storms are now popping up around Fredericksburg. And if they're not in your neighborhood, they are going to be coming by pretty soon. So here's what we're looking at. A severe thunderstorm watch between now and 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We will continue to bring you coverage right here on WSA9.com and also on our social media platforms. We do thank you for joining us for this update, and we'll continue to keep you and your family safe.
This has been a WUSA 9 weather alert. Stay safe from the storm wherever you go. Download the WUSA 9 mobile app.